Before we start, I want to show you some of the interesting literature that I have on lucid dreaming, to give you an overview of the literature that my experience and skills are based on. So I will only show you the most essential one, the must-haves, the ones that you need to buy, I think. And well, let's take a look at them. So I turn around and go to my bookshelf. And well, let's see, let's start from the very first book on the left. Well, the very first bundle that I want to show you is a bundle that is called Sleep and Dreaming, Scientific Advances and Reconsiderations. And this is a research bundle. It's a bundle of research articles on the domains of sleep and dreaming. And it's a really nice way to get an overview or understanding of how the research of sleep and dreaming relates to the research of lucid dreaming. And to give you an idea, well, this bundle consists of I think 400 pages. And one article is mentioned of Stephen LaBerge of the Lucidity Institute that mentions lucid dreaming. So it really gives you an idea of how unrecognized lucid dreaming still is in the field of sleep and dreaming. That's a really nice discovery for me, actually. It's very nice to see how other dream and sleep researchers comment on that article. That article, by the way, I think I have it here. You see, it's really research material, so it looks pretty boring. There are very little pages, but it's the best information you can find because it's research. It's the most latest. It's the latest. So you can see here some, well, the famous data scans of Stephen LaBerge, of lucid dreaming research, and you can see how other researchers comment on this research. And it's really nice it's a nice eye opener to see how lucid dreaming fits into the world of sleep and dreaming. Well, it also discusses the definitions of dreaming, and the debates on what the purpose of dreaming is, the evolutionary perspective on dreaming. So it's not easy reading, it's really extensive material, but it's really, really interesting. And well, I think the only thing you really need to have if you want to know more about the research of lucid dreaming. So I think I have another picture that shows you something about the brain itself and how it works. Yeah. So something like this. Like this page here, so you can see which parts of the brain are responsible for the visuals in dreaming, or for depth, or for audio, for sounds. So it's a really nice way. It's not easy reading, but it's research and it is the latest. So if you want to know more about research on lucid dreaming and sleep and dreaming in general, buy this one. So this is a must-have, number one. Second one, well, this is not really a must-have, but I'm going to show you. If you want to know everything about lucid dreaming, of course, you need to know something about the human brain, how the brain works, the anatomy of the brain. Well, this is the most extensive material that I found. It's a really nice educational material. Although it's not essential to really understand lucid dreaming and apply all those techniques, it really gives you an idea of how this brain works, almost in a kind of respectful way. Just this phenomenon of lucid dreaming that generates this multi-sensory world. It's just very interesting to get a better picture of how this brain works and generates all these kinds of experiences. So not an essential, but very interesting. And if you want to know more about the neurology of the brain, buy this one. Okay, not essential, so I will put it back into the bookshelf. Another interesting one is this book is from Patricia. Yeah, it's about creative dreaming. It's more about how you integrate lucid dreaming in your everyday life, and especially to overcome fears. To use lucid dreaming lucid dreams to overcome nightmares. And well, it's a really nice piece of material. I really enjoyed this. She also mentions some cultures that use lucid dreaming on an everyday basis to well, enrich their lives. So if you want to know more about integrating lucid dreaming into your life, overcoming fears, the application of lucid dreaming, so to speak, buy this one. Creative Dreaming, Patricia Field. Another interesting one is the conscious exploration of dreaming. This is more a general view on lucid dreaming, but very in-depth material. So about dream control. It really takes lucid dreaming quite seriously. So I like that. If you want to know more about lucid dreaming in general, then this is the only book you need. Great book. Buy this. We have 3 books, 3 must-haves. Let's see. Well, this is not really core. Okay, well, the most essential one, the book that you really need to buy, and I enjoy the most, covers everything, is the book Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming. Well, I put my own cover on it so you can't see the front, but it's called the Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming of Stephen LaBerge, and this covers everything you need. All the techniques, background information, psychology of dreaming. This is a great book. So when you want to buy your first lucid dream book, buy this one. Exploring the World of Dreaming. It looks pretty boring. I think it's quite old. Maybe there's a newer version, I don't know. But this is really the literature that you want to have. Stephen LaBerge's Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming. Buy. So we have 4 must-haves. And I have I think two left. One is this one, Lucid Dreams in 30 Days. It's an interesting book, and it doesn't deal, I think, with the official techniques and methods that the Lucidity Institute has researched and designed, but it really shows you some interesting tips and tricks to support your lucid dream adventures in general. So a lot of discussions about how you apply your lucid dreams to do the things you want in your lucid dreams. I can show you, and of course it's also very nice to see how they structure the learning program of lucid dreaming, into a 30-day schedule. So as you can see, day 1 you have to do this, day 2 you have to do this, and they really emphasize the fact that you don't move on to day 3 if you haven't completed day 2. So it's nice. So lucid dreaming, high lucidity, forbidden fantasies that you want to experience in your lucid dreams. So this is really a nice one, and well, to give you an example, they also advise you to create a dream symbol, a kind of a symbol that reminds you of lucid dreaming, a lucid dream symbol, so to speak. For example, a picture of Superman reminds you of your intention of becoming lucid and be Superman and fly. It can also be a movie or an action figure that you put beside your bed, and really reminds you before you go to sleep what your intentions are. Maybe a kind of a symbol that you bring along during the day and continuously remind yourself of, well, your intention to become lucid, and applying all those techniques. So it's really nice supportive material for the Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming, for example. So Lucid Dreams in 30 Days, this is the one you need to buy. Okay, so we have 4 books now. I have 1 left. Yep. And I don't hope that my bookshelf is really crashing right now, but it survives, I think. This one is also an essential, and it's very interesting. It's called An Introduction to the Psychology of Dreaming, and it's really dealing with how mankind is evolved in viewing on the psychology of dreaming, how the view of psychology of dreaming has evolved in the past decades. So it deals with Freud and Jung also about the discovery of REM sleep and how that viewed how that changed our view on dreaming in general, the purpose of dreaming. Aristotle is mentioned, clinical theories of dreaming, all kinds of psychoanalysis. It's really a very to the point. It's not really, I don't think how much pages it has. It covers about 100 pages, and it has summaries. It's really it's everything you need about the psychology of dreaming. And there's a lot of crap out there about the psychology of dreaming. I think a lot of stuff that deals with all kinds of irrelevant information that, well, isn't useful. I also think that this is learning material at some of the institutes in America about dreaming. I don't think they are at universities, but some institutes. Well, I read it, I think, at Amazon.com, so it's some proof that it is nice material. So if you want to know more about the psychology of dreaming, which I think is essential, to know more about your psychology of dreaming, so to speak, buy this one. Okay, well, that covers the most essential books.